What's going on, guys? Day 2 of Melon Island here, and I just had a little bit of breakfast. Whoa, slipped. It's slippery. Yeah, so I had breakfast on Instagram Live. That's how I like to break my fast these days. It's just after noon. It's probably like 12:30, and if you guys want to catch me eating breakfast, hit me up on Instagram. I'm at Fruitarian, and you can probably see me eating my breakfast and my dinner live on Instagram. Let's turn that ISO down, shall we? That's maybe better. Cool. Yeah, look how beautiful this is, man. Really nice living here. Surrounded by nature. I always say nature because I've heard so many Australians say it. I've spent the morning doing video editing, and I didn't really even feel like eating when I ate. I just figured I had to eat so that I can make sure I get in enough calories so I can maintain my training. Because when you're doing like a detox or a cleanse, you get to a point when you just stop feeling hunger and your body just goes into total cleaning mode. And you really don't need to eat until like 4 or 5 in the evening, if at all that day. Maybe you can just do a water fast, no problem, without feeling the hunger. But if you want to maintain your training, if you want to keep going to the gym, you want to be able to do runs and lift weights, then you've got to put in the food, you've got to put in the fuel. Otherwise you're just going to be weak and tired and unmotivated to train. So my body, I guess, really wants to do some cleansing. I'm not that hungry, but my mind wants to do the fitness. I'm meeting my friend at the gym at about 3 o'clock today. But right now, heading to the park. Alright, so we're going to try for 16 pull-ups. If I get 16, I'm extremely happy. If I do more than that, I'll be ecstatic. Ecstatic? Ecstatic. Whatever. Let's figure it out. Empty the pockets. Oh yeah, 16. Just what the doctor ordered. Ah yeah, cool. Well, if you already put your body in that kind of pain, you might as well push it a little further. Oh. Look what I found. If you're ever traveling to Canada, you see this money, take it. $1.25, $1.50, $1.75. What else you got for me? Yeah. Oh, it's my payday, baby. It's about how much I make per YouTube video. I just doubled my income on this video because I came to the park to do pull-ups. Let's do one more set. Well, I'm walking home, $1.75 richer. It's gonna buy me a cantaloupe, man. I can get a cantaloupe with that. Cool. Oh yeah, alright. I can save my chest for the gym. If I was Tim Sheaf, I would just walk across here. No issues. Maybe I am Tim Sheaf. Oh my god. Oh my god, maybe I am Tim Sheaf. This is crazy. Whoa! Yeah, man, I'm inspired by Tim Sheaf for sure. Whoa! Jesus. Alright, come on. It's hard to focus on filming and walking at the same time. Oh god. Okay, I should get down. Oh boy. Focus on filming, or you focus on learning a new skill like walking? I wouldn't do both at the same time. going on, guys? It's now 8 p.m. and it feels so weird to say it's 8 p.m. because it looks like this. And in Hawaii, the sun would go up and come down at around 6:30 p.m., 6:30 a.m. all the time. But yeah, right now it's 8 p.m. and it's like super bright out. I'm about to head out for a pre-birthday hangout with some friends. And I just want to say, like, post a little observation here about this melon island so far. It's day 2. And I'm not having cravings for other foods, but I'm just realizing that, like, I didn't stock up enough on ripe melons. And so normally, like on a fruit diet, if certain fruit's not ripe, you just grab another fruit. And if you don't have any fresh fruit, you just blend up some frozen fruit, make a smoothie, and you're done, you're full. But on Melon Island, when you don't have any melons, the only way to get full is to actually go to the store and buy ripe melons. So I'm at that point now where I'm kind of I'm out of ripe melons and I need some food. Had a hard workout earlier this morning, so yeah. When my friend comes to pick me up, we're gonna head out and maybe pick up some like pre-cut melons that you can buy at the store. Mission accomplished. Came here for the pre-cuts and we got the pre-cuts. These pre-cuts look good too. Look at that. Look at all that. This is the life, man. Fruitarianism is so easy. All you gotta do is set the intention to find the fruit and you'll find it. And you get all that and have a great night. That's it, we are live. Today is my birthday, June 3rd, 2017, which means I'm 27 years old. And yesterday I was going to make a video talking about what it feels like to be 26, and today I was going to make a video talking about what it feels like to be 27. And I didn't make a video yesterday talking about what it feels like to be 26, but today I can make a video about what it feels like to be 27. And before I get into how it feels like to be 27, I want to just say that yesterday I went to my elementary school for the first time in 17 years. It's like a 35-minute drive away from here, and went there about 10 at night, so it was closed, nobody was there, just my friend and I. And I walked to the playground, I walked around the whole building, and it just hit me. It hit me, I'm like, this is like where I was first learning to be human. I learned to be human in this playground. I had so many first experiences in this playground. And it just hit me how much I've grown up. Like, I'm all grown up now. Like, I'm 3 years away from 30. Right, 3 years away from 30. I'm not all grown up. I guess if you talk to a 70-year-old or something, or an 80-year-old, then they'll say I'm just a baby. But I feel like I'm all grown up now because I've had that extended period away, 17 years away from visiting this elementary school that I went to. And I went on the playground and did a few pull-ups, and I just felt so strong, like so strong doing these pull-ups. And I was like, wow, I've never felt this strong before. It's definitely like I'm at my all-time strongest ever. I've been going to the gym quite a bit. But I was just like imagining what it would feel like to do pull-ups back when I was like 10 years old or 9 years old or 8 years old, back when I used to play on these playgrounds. And I remember getting on the scale when I was really young and seeing 90 pounds and thinking like 90 pounds is a really good weight. I want to stay 90 pounds. And then somehow went from 90 pounds up to 150 pounds over the course of many years. But anyways, yeah, I was on the playground last night feeling good, feeling strong, and feeling grown up. I felt like an adult. I felt like an adult. It's like my first time truly feeling like an adult, coming back to like this little kiddie elementary school. And so many memories were coming back at me. It was crazy. Memories I had totally forgotten about. Like little conversations I'd have with people, little insights I had with people in certain areas of the playground. I remember telling my friend, if you want to run faster, run like this rather than like this, because this will cut through the wind. I remember where I told him that. And then I remember thinking, after I told him, I was like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have told him that because now he's going to be even faster. Now he'd beat me in these running races. His name was Cole. And I remember another part of the playground, one of those domes that you can climb on with those little bars everywhere. Like spiderweb bars. And I remember hanging on that and someone pulling down my pants and just revealing my Sesame Street underwear. And just feeling so embarrassed. And it was like thinking like that was one of the worst days of my life. And then I remember seeing the field where I used to play soccer with all my friends at recess and lunchtime. And I remember one time there was this pile of shit on the ground, dog shit. And there was this kid I didn't like. And so instead of kicking the soccer ball, I just kicked dog shit at him. I just kicked the dog shit. I went all over him. And it wasn't really a nice thing to do. At the time I was like really upset at him. And then when I went to the principal's office, the principal's like, why did you do that? Why did you kick poo at him? Explain yourself. And I remember the story I was going to tell the principal. I was going to tell the principal that, oh, I tried to kick the soccer ball, but I missed, and I accidentally kicked the dog shit instead. But I was just so down on myself. I was so sad that I had done that. I was so like, I was so ashamed of myself for what I had done. So I just broke down and I just cried. I couldn't talk. Like I couldn't even explain myself what I did. So I just sat there in the principal's office with that suspension. This was elementary school. And yeah, I look at other parts of elementary school and I just saw like these walls where I used to line up before school. How they'd get you, like if school started at 8 in the morning, you'd be lining up at like 7:55. And I remember seeing this alleyway like behind the high school where like all these older kids would hang out. I remember seeing these older kids. And when you're in elementary school, in my elementary school anyway, the oldest grade was grade 7. And I probably was like grade like 4 or something at the time, like when I was remembering this. Grade 4, looking at a grade 7, just thinking like that person is so old, like that person is like an adult. Like when you're grade 4 and you see grade 7, you think that grade 7 is an adult. And the grade 7 is probably like 12 years old or something, you know? But they're so much older when you're like 8 years old or something. So anyways, yeah, that was a trip down memory lane, going looking at my old elementary school. And I also drove past my very, very first house ever. Grew up in that house from age 0 to 10. And I saw this maple tree in the front yard. The maple tree, I remember the maple tree was like a little maple tree when we first planted it. And now it's like this huge, big, strong maple tree. Muscular maple tree. Yeah, it's a muscular maple tree. So that was really cool as well, seeing that. But yeah, how it feels to be 27, it just feels like I like to have fun. I like to play around like a kid. I like to hang out with kids. Playing with kids makes me feel young. Or it doesn't make me feel young, but it sets an example for me. So it's a good example for me to be young. Good reminder to be young and agile and loose and playful. You know, just play around. So yeah, I never want to use my youth. I never want to lose my youth. I always want to be playing around. But at the same time, it's just I'm much more mature, much more aware of how to do things in life, and much more aware that like, hey, you know what? If you want to figure something out in life, you just take it step by step. If there's something you don't know how to do in life, whether it's fix your car or buy a house or get a mortgage or get married or have a kid or whatever it is that you don't know how to do right now, or whatever it is you didn't know how to do when you were a really young kid, you just figure it out step by step. You just ask people. You go on Google, you go on YouTube, you just call someone up and be like, hey bro, can you walk me through this? Hey, can we meet up tomorrow and you can just walk me through this? Just ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask people who've already done it. And if you have some money, like if you've worked a bit and you have some money, you have like 20, 30 bucks, 40 bucks, 50 bucks here and there, pay someone to teach you. Be like, hey, I don't know how to use this editing software. Can I pay you $50 for like a 2-hour class and you can teach me how to do it? And somebody might say yeah. Or they might say, sorry, it's 100 bucks. And you'd be like, is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. Here's 100 bucks. So just, if there's something you want to learn and you don't know how to do it yet, like I said, if it's how to buy a house or how to put insurance on a car or how to, you know, take out a loan from the bank or how to start buying Bitcoin or how to garden or how to travel, how to get a visa, how to get a passport, whatever it is, just ask people. Anything you need to know, just ask. Even if it's rocket science. If you want to figure out how to make another company like SpaceX, like Elon Musk's company SpaceX, and you don't know how to build rockets, read some books, learn how to make rockets, ask somebody, hey, how do I make a rocket? What's the first step? And if you really want to do something, or if you really have to do something, you'll find a way to do it. You will find a way to do it for sure. So that's my age 27 tip. It's 5:20 in the afternoon. And I've had a little bit of a watermelon. That's all I've had from that watermelon. And I've had a single honeydew. And that's all I've eaten today, man. That's all there's been in the house. So I gotta go shopping with a homie. He's gonna come pick me up now. We're gonna go see what we get.
Happy birthday, Ted. Don't spend it all in one store.
I just went melon shopping. Got a box of variety melons here. Watermelon, cantaloupe, some honeydew. And we got another watermelon over here. I used to play soccer. Yeah, I just had an amazing Instagram live flow with the Instagrammers. I love the Instagrammers, man. Whoever comes on the live feed and stays on the live feed, I feel this like flow, this great conversation between us. It's really sick. I wish some of them were recorded. I guess I could have saved some, but there's a lot of dead spots in them. And they're filmed vertically, so if I were to put that on YouTube, it wouldn't look too good. I'd have to edit the crap out of it, and I'd just rather make you guys a YouTube exclusive video here. But I took some notes after that live chat. I had the people actually help me make some notes. After the live chat was over, I was like, alright, go to my latest picture and post in the comments, tell me something you got from this live chat. So some good thoughts on there, things that were said I want to touch on again here. The first thing I want to talk about is someone mentioned sleeping, and they asked, will raw veganism help me with getting 3 hours of sleep or something like that? And I was like, no. They asked, do I get affected negatively by not getting enough sleep? Or does not getting enough sleep affect your life on this kind of diet? And of course it does, man. Sleep is more important than the food you eat. You can only last like 11 days without sleep. You can go 40 days or more without food. So you can go over a month without food. You can go over a month without food. You can go over 5 weeks without food. But you can only go, what, 11 days without sleep. That record was set by Tony Wright, a fellow Fruitarian. Good guy. He's probably going to be at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. If you guys want to come to the Woodstock Fruit Festival, check the links in the description. Tony Wright might be there again this year. World record holder for the most days gone without sleep. The point is, if you're not getting enough sleep, no matter what kind of diet you're eating, it's going to negatively affect you. But if you're eating a fruitarian diet, you're at least going to be doing some damage control. You're not going to be as messed up as you would be if you're eating some crappy food. So if you're already really tired from lack of sleep, with what energy you have left, you don't want to put it towards digesting shitty food. You want to put it towards staying awake, staying alert. I had a really late night last night, going to bed at 1:30. Didn't even have a nap today either. Haven't eaten many calories though, because it's my body's way of saying, dude, you haven't had enough sleep. Don't put that leftover energy towards digestion, even if it's just watermelons. Put it towards your work, put it towards staying alert, put it towards staying awake, put it towards going out and finding some cool things out to explore and experience. So that's my say with how not get enough. If you're not getting enough sleep, fruitarian diet is the best thing for you, for sure. Alright, next thing we talked about is detox. Somebody asked me, Ted, do you think you're gonna detox? By the way, if you hear that bird, it's this bird right there. Let's zoom in on that guy. That's the bird. This is as good as the Canon G7X will do. That's a pretty good job, eh? Great zoom, Canon. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. What a view, man. Love it here. Okay, the next question was detoxing. Because someone asked me, Ted, do you think you're gonna detox? And yeah, I'm gonna be detoxing. I've inhaled some pretty crummy air in Thailand over the past few years. I'm gonna have to detox that out. But detox is not just all physical. Detox isn't about, you know, just losing weight or just clearing up your acne. Detox can be emotional, it can be mental, it can be spiritual, and it can have a tremendous effect on your relationships. It can be very effective in weeding out toxic relationships. It can be effective in healing old relationships as well with people. Detoxification just detoxes and heals everything in your life, not just your physical body. So definitely keep that in mind. It can help clear up, you know, old ways of being and negative habits and things that are pulling you down, slowing you down in life. When you detox yourself on the physical level, it affects everything else. And even if you're already really clean, even if you've been vegan for many years, you can still get a little cleaner, a little bit more pure, a little bit more healthy. Never coast. Once you start coasting, you think, oh, I'm healthy enough. That's when you start to go downhill, man. The world champions, the gold medalists, they train as if they're the underdog all the time. The best triathletes in the world, I've trained with them. And they say, dude, they're so fearful of losing. They're always trying to be better and better and better and better and better. They're always going in the race as feeling like the underdog. They always go in there feeling like the underdog. Once you start coasting, once you start getting comfortable, you see it in hockey all the time. Team is up 3-0 in the third period. They get comfortable, they coast, they start taking it easy, they stop going that extra inch, they stop putting in that extra little punch. And the other team just catches up. They're so hungry. The other team is so hungry for the Stanley Cup. They're so hungry for it. They want that cup. They fight hard. They give it the extra 2% effort. And every second, 2% effort, that goes up. Next thing you know, it's tied 3-3, going into overtime. What's gonna happen now? So don't coast. If you think you're healthy, get healthier. If you think you're fit, get fitter. If you think you're happy, get happier. Do the things that helps you get there in the first place, but take it to the next level. Alright? Take it to the next level. The next thing we talked about was someone asked me, do I ever cheat? Do I ever eat cooked food? I don't cheat. What would be the point of cheating? What I do, or what I did do, I should say, what I've done is I've slipped up a few times and I've learned from those experiences, but 99.9% of those slip-ups were in the first year and a half of eating this way. I've been eating this way for 8 years. The past few years, it's just been so steady. It's been so, this Melon Island that I'm doing now is my step up. The past few years before that, it's just been really almost stagnant. Like I've been coasting on raw vegan. It's been really easy. I haven't challenged myself in any way. The last big cleanse I did was Coconut Island. That was an amazing experience, Coconut Water Island. And now doing this melon fast is like the next step up. But I wouldn't cheat. And the next question someone asked me is, if you're gonna binge, if you're gonna eat cooked food, what advice do you have? So if you are gonna eat cooked food, if I was gonna eat cooked food, what would I do? I would take digestive enzymes before and during the meal. I would meditate a lot before and after the meal. And I would just go into it guilt-free. I would just go into it with the curiosity. I would go into it with the curious mind, with the fascinated mind. I would go into it with the observant mind. Trying to see myself, like how am I feeling? How am I feeling so possessed by this food? How am I feeling with this ball and chain like drug addiction that I have with cooked food? I would go into it just very observant, thinking like, what were my thoughts and feelings like going into this meal? What led me to this experience? I don't believe that we are victims. I believe that we are creators of our reality. If I were to eat cooked food, it would be because I created that environment for myself to eat cooked food. I would have created that experience where I got cold enough, or I ran out of food, or I was just in the wrong place at the wrong place at the wrong time. You create your experience. You're creating this experience right now. If you're still watching this YouTube video, you could have walked up and left minutes ago. You're still watching this. It's a choice. It's a decision you've made. We are very influenced by the power of suggestion as well. So if you're watching YouTubers talking about cooked food and how you should eat X and Y and Z cooked food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we are so influenced by suggestion that you're probably going to go take action on that. And if you want to stay raw, I highly recommend you only watch raw fooders. It's like if you're trying to quit cigarettes, don't hang around people who smoke. Don't watch smokers. Don't talk to people talking about how cool smoking is. Because even if you're a non-smoker, let alone a recovering smoker, and you hear someone talking about how cool cooked food is, or how cool smoking is, you're maybe going to want to try it. Let alone someone who's coming off that addiction, someone who's detoxing from cooked food. If you want to detox from cooked food, you've got to focus entirely on raw food. You've got to focus on the fresh, raw, living foods. You've got to focus on the fruit. You've got to focus on the inspiring people who are doing it. You've got to focus on people like Don Bennett, Chris Kendall, John Kohler, Fully Raw Christina, Doug Graham, Tanny Raw, Tim Sheaf lately, man. Tim Sheaf lately has been taking it up a notch, man. Represent ethics. Taking up a notch to the Fruitarian level. Check out some of Tim Sheaf's latest videos. Watch the people on YouTube who are promoting raw food. I missed a bunch of channels there. There are definitely a bunch more too. There's another guy called Hear Me Raw. Josue, his name is, I think. Just came across his channel. Really good stuff there too. So you've got to infiltrate your mind. You've got to focus on what it is you want. We all have a success missile, and it's a heat-seeking missile. It helps us achieve whatever we focus on. So if you focus on raw food, you will find a way of achieving it. I promise you that. But you've got to keep your mind focused on it. You can't set your mind to something and then change the setting and expect to achieve your goal. People are like, oh, I set my mind to raw food, I just couldn't do it. Did you keep it set? Did you keep it set there? Did you have it locked on there? Did you keep it dialed? You've got to go recalibrate too. You can't just set it once and walk away. You've got to recalibrate every day. Rewrite your goals, refocus on the fruit, refocus on the fruit. Keep watching these videos, keep watching Dan McDonald, keep watching whoever else inspires you to stay raw, to stay off the cooked food, to focus on the fruit. The other thing we talked about is, oh yeah, like hanging around like-minded people. Another huge aspect for success. Like raw food, it's not easy to eat raw food when you're surrounded by people eating cooked food. It's just not. We're, like I said, we're so influenced by the power of suggestion. We're also social creatures. Social creatures. We learn from example. We learn from other people's example. We want to be like the people we're hanging around. We see something they're doing that looks cool, we want to do it too. We see some clothing that they're wearing, we want to wear it too. We see some words that they use, we want to use it too. We see some actions that they take, we want to take those actions too, man. It's just in our nature to blend in. You want to make sure you're blending in with the right crew. You want to make sure you're blending with the leaders. You want to make sure you're blending in with the people who are winning at life. You want to make sure you're blending in with people who promote positivity. You want to make sure you're blending in with the right crowd, because you're going to blend in no matter what. You're a social creature. You never see a human being walking alone in nature for the rest of his life. We always come back to other humans. We always want other humans. You rarely ever see a kid standing at school all by himself. There's always at least pairs of two. If someone is really by themselves, something's wrong. If a kid is standing by himself or herself at school, or their self at school, what do you say nowadays in 2017, in this gender neutral era we're coming into? Itself. If you see a human being standing by itself, you know something's wrong. Especially in like elementary school or middle school or something. Teacher goes over, talks to them and says, hey, what's up? What's going on? Why aren't you hanging out with the rest of the crew? It's okay to have your alone time for sure. It's okay to have your alone time. But normally, man, it's nice to spend time with other people. So, like I said, you're gonna spend time with other people. Make sure you're spending it with the right kind of people. And if you can't find them in the physical, find them online. If you can't find them online, or you are finding them online and you're finding them to be extremely attractive, extremely inspirational, extremely motivational, extremely influential in your life for the better, go and meet them in real life. Go send them a message and say, hey, can I come live with you? Send them a message, say, hey, do you want to come live with me? Send them a message and say, hey, where are you going to be this summer? Where can I meet up with you? What festivals are you going to be at? What events are you going to be attending? Reach out to the people that you want to spend your life with. Create a dream team list. I created a dream team list. I wrote down my dream team. And there's like 8 or 9 people on that list. And like 3 or 4 of them have reached out to me. The rest of them I was either living with or I set plans with in the future. But it's like these people, like my ideal people that I'd want to live and work with, they're feeling the same way. Some of them are feeling the same way about me. So there are definitely people who you would love to work with or live with or experience life with in some fashion that also think you're pretty cool as well. So of the people I have in my dream team, I was just living with some of them in Hawaii. I'm going to be spending time with them again this summer in these festivals, and after these festivals in these little mastermind groups we're going to be setting up. So create your dream team. Reach out to people. You become like the 5 people you hang around. And if you're not hanging around with them in the physical, at least do your best to hang out with them in the digital form here on YouTube, or on Instagram, or on Snapchat, or however the heck you want to do it. Send them an email. And if they don't get back to your email, send them another one. If I really want to contact someone and I send them an email and they don't contact me back right away, I'll send them another email. I will not hesitate. I don't have time to waste. I don't mind if they don't reply, because if they don't want to reply, they don't want to reply. It's their life. But I'll send another email maybe 2 or 3 days later. Don't reply to that one. Send another one 2 or 3 days later. Hey, just following up, make sure you got my email. Because sometimes genuinely they didn't get the email. Maybe I'll send it from a different email address, or I'll contact them on Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook if they didn't answer the Gmail, whatever. So just reach out to people. If they don't get back, try again. Persist. So many times people ask for an interview and I just don't reply to the first email. It's not because I'm like this, it's just like, I'm just not greatly inspired to reply to the email. But they send it again, my inspiration goes up. But they send it the third time, I'm like, I'm so inspired by this person's persistence, I will get back to them. I will do the interview with them. And again, this is not intentional. This is something I've found in hindsight. And I know it's not only true for me, but it's true for other people. I'll reach out to people, say, hey, do you want to hit up this festival? Do you want to take part in this online event? They just don't reply. And if I really want them, I'll send them another email. If I don't, if I'm not inspired to really have them on the event or have them on the show or whatever, I won't send a follow-up email. So if you really want something, you will find a way to get it done. The last thing here has to do with reality, like our experience of reality as human beings. Like our experience, your experience, my experience, it's all unique. We all have unique experiences. Someone could be sitting here, right here, and we're both looking out at the same view. And we're gonna be seeing different things, we're gonna be feeling different things, we're gonna be thinking different things, coming up with different ideas, staring at the same thing. Right? We'll stare at the same mountain, and be like, wait, what do you think that mountain looks like? And someone will say it looks like a giraffe or something. I'm like, how do you see a giraffe, man? It looks like a dog. It looks like a freaking caterpillar, not a giraffe. So we see the world so differently. That's why some people can say, like, that girl is so beautiful, I want to marry her. Or this girl is amazing, I just love her vibe, I love her personality. And other people will say, she's totally basic and she has no personality. And vice versa, girls say the same thing about guys. Some girls are like, oh my god, I adore him, he's amazing, I love him so much. And other people are just like, he's alright, he just looks like any regular guy, he doesn't have that much flair to him, whatever, he's not gonna light the world on fire, whatever. But this one girl can just be totally in love with the guy. So we all see the world differently. Point is, you are unique, and if you take advantage of that uniqueness, there's gonna be a niche for that. There's gonna be a niche for that. There's gonna be a niche for you. There is a niche for you. Startup businesses talk about it all the time. They say, find your niche. You are your niche in your personal brand. You are your niche. Talk about your core values. Talk about the things that you dig. I personally, Ted Carr, I listen to heavy metal, I listen to rap music, I listen to some soft techno, I listen to some, you know, EDM, electronic dance music. I like Marshmello, I like Kodak Black, I like G-Eazy, I like some Kendrick. I listen to all sorts of stuff. It's just, I'm just saying who I am. Like I said, I listen to heavy metal as well. I listen to Atreyu, I listen to Lamb of God, I listen to Heaven Shall Burn. So heavy metal, heavy rap, Marshmello, like I said, some techno. Whatever, it's just, I'm just being me. I represent, you know, certain clothing lines, ethics, and apostoloso. I stand for things. I stand for raw veganism. I stand for fruitarianism. I stand for positivity. And there are other people who will stand for the opposite. For everything I stand for, someone else is out there standing for the opposite. So you, whoever you are watching this, you have core values. It's time to start expressing those. It's time to start getting clear on what those core values are. What do you extremely value in life? Is it friendships? Is it family? Is it raw food? Is it just not raw food, it's just vegan food? If raw food is not a core value for you, I am shocked that you're still watching this video. But cool, at least you're inspired by something else in my life perhaps. Or at least you're getting something else out of these videos, which would be fascinating. Yeah, your experience of reality is a direct reflection of your current state of mind. Your current experience of reality is a reflection of your current state of mind. You can enhance your reality and you can degrade your reality by shifting your focus, by shifting your thoughts to those of appreciation or to those of negativity and drama and gossip. But here I am living my perfect life ever, man. Breathing in clean air, listening to birds chirp, looking at forests, looking at wonderful sky, vlogging, being comfortable, nice clothes, home alone. I was just hanging out with my friend, might go hang out with some more friends. It's my birthday today. Some family called me up, chatted them for a bit. Like, perfect life. And yet, if I start coasting and I stop appreciating this, if I stop appreciating myself, if I let my relationship with myself just start coasting, it can go downhill in a matter of minutes, days for sure. Like if I stop meditating, I had a great meditation this morning, man. It might be why I feel so damn good this morning. I mean, right now, this evening. But if I stop meditating, I stop listening to the audiobooks that got me to where I am now. If I stop hanging out with the right crew, if I stop consuming that inspirational bit of content that I consume each day, the small bits. If I stop doing my writing, my journal, my thought-provoking note-takings that I take. If I stop saying my thank yous, it can all go downhill, man. People are like, oh Ted, I like watching your videos because I know if I ever get off track, I can just come right back and watch your videos again. And I'm like, you're only off track in the first place because you stopped watching. You stopped watching these videos. So I would recommend finding a couple people on YouTube that you like watching and just hang out with them each day, man. Eat your dinner while you watch their videos. Stretch while you watch their videos. Download the MP3 from one of these videos and go for a walk. And just visualize yourself sitting beside me or sitting beside the person that you're listening to. And visualize that person talking directly to you. I've done that with plenty of YouTube videos, man. I download the MP3, I cut it, so it's like I just get like that 17-second part where he or she said something, and listen to that on repeat, 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 on repeat. And I listen to that every day. And after that walk, I come home, I'm a different person, man. My days are different when I load up on positivity. And I've actually just created an MP3 for you guys to listen to on repeat. If you want to check out the download, it's in the description. It's a 10-minute long MP3 audio program that you listen to every day, keeps your mind on track. We become whatever we feel, and we feel whatever we think about. And just know that you can only hold one thought in your mind at a time. So it's important that you make sure it's a good one. It's one that you want. And it's one that you've consciously chosen for yourself. Not one that someone has picked out of the trash and gave you at random. Not one that you just took on default. You want to create thoughts consciously, and you want to make sure they make you feel good. So take the time now to choose a thought that you'd like to think a lot. Here are some one-word thoughts that I like to think a lot. And those sorts of things, they've really worked for me, and they really turned it all around for me. So I'm just creating more of that content and putting it out there. If you guys want to get it, you can get it. It's just $2. I'm going to leave the video with that. That's the call to action for this video. If you've watched this video up until this point, it's now time to take some action. Either download this video, convert it into an MP3, and listen to it again if you got something out of it, or hit the link in the description and get the MP3 download. And just come meet me this summer, man. Come meet me and a bunch of other raw vegan fruitarians at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, at the Danish Fresh Food Festival in Denmark, at the UK Fruit Festival in England, and in Amsterdam as well. I'll be in Amsterdam. That's right, Amsterdam 2017, baby. See you guys this summer. Peace.